Aloha, everyone. Welcome to the Coconut Wireless. Today is Tuesday, not Thursday, Tuesday, February 3rd. What's up, Uncle Charlie?
Oh, good evening. Good evening. How are you, Mel?
Good. Except my air conditioned unit in the room decided that it wanted to play one drum solo while uh, while it was running, so I had to turn them off. It still works, but it's loud. So I'd cool up the room and then I'd shut them off. So the room is cool right now. So at the moment, I'm groovy. I am groovy.
Yeah,
What about you, man?
good.
What about you? How's your day?
Oh, today was okay. I had to take care of some stuff, and it was. I tell you, yesterday was nightmarish with that storm that came in.
Oh, wow, the wind was crazy.
No, the wind and the rain, but it created havoc down at the airport. It created
Man,
havoc. Hello, Raylene. How are you today?
what's happening? What's happening? I don't
Yeah,
see everybody that pops up because my Facebook on my phone is cuckoo. But I see Larry Aruda and I see Honey Ann Holden Charles, which is
yeah.
one of the loyal villagers. Awesome. Oh,
Hmm.
Pops just came on from Washington State. My dad.
Right
Another
on.
Larry is groovy. Groovy. How old am I? I'm old, man. I I am old. I actually this year I will make 62.
Four.
62. 62.
Oh,
Social Security, man. Bingo. Bingo. But yeah, groovy
no.
is huh?
You got to be 66 and 10 months.
No, man, I ain't waiting for that. Hell no. 62 bingo collecting.
66 and 10 months.
Yes, yesterday weather was crazy even for Waimea. Yeah.
Yep.
Bozu Anama. But I love
Oh,
it.
Barbos.
Yeah, man, I love it when we get all the
That,
same people come back. Even
you
when
know,
we
when
s-
both,
even when we change the day from Thursdays to Tuesdays.
I tell you, Brother Bose is a heck of a guy. He's with OTS now.
Yes.
He's with
Yes.
OTS.
Yes.
But I love when he posts when he's just hanging out with his little birds.
The
I'm surprised he never fall asleep and squish one yet.
He
Right?
did. He just did, Charlie. You missed it I think last week. He sat on the bird.
And what?
Bird was fine. Bird was fine.
The bird is fine.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
broke his hip though, but the bird is
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. No, I saw that, man. I was like, "Oh my god." Yeah, I can he loves that bird, man. And that is such a beautiful bird. What's up, Pops? And yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we getting old. Love you too,
Mhm.
Dad. Love you too, man.
Yep.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Yeah, so that bird is beautiful. And Bozu, I saw that post. I can only imagine how he felt when he'd roll over and felt the little lump under his cheek
Oh
and
man.
realized that was his bird. Yeah.
But that brother, he's a
Yeah,
super.
look, I sat on Birdo, but he's all good.
Yeah. He and I we communicate every once in a while, and a lot of people, a lot of friends we have in common. I didn't even know he was sharing with me. So good to see you. Good to see you tonight there
Oh,
on
look.
Whoa, Wally Rita.
What the heck? What the
Yeah.
heck is going on, Wally Rita? Wally
It's
and
been a
I go
while.
back a long way from when I used to actually live, Charlie, in Kalaheo.
Hmm.
Yes, yes. Those were the days, Wally. I remember. Those were the days.
I tell you, he is one talented musician. That's all I can say. Very talented.
Oh
Besides,
my
uh,
God.
besides a
Yeah.
talented business person with his trucking company, and boy, he's talented. He has a really good kachi kachi group there.
Yeah,
Awesome.
honey, I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Because some people gets the notifications and some don't. I don't know what to tell you. I guess you can
Mm.
double check your account, make sure your notifications are turned on. Um, but yeah, I don't know. You're like the third person so far. Yeah, I love you too,
Ooh.
Bozu. Love you too,
Yep, we
man.
love you too, my brother.
Yeah, Wally, we're gonna be. I think we're gonna have to do a kachi kachi dance coming up in the next couple months. We'll talk stories soon, and
Hey,
of course, my lovely wife.
hello, Patsy.
I still don't know if she's sending that to me or you, Charlie.
Of course, she's sending it to you, and you know,
Okay, all right,
you know,
all right.
yeah.
I feel better now. I really do. I feel better. Oh, well. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, what do you guys want to talk about tonight, man? Whatever you guys mix plate. I got the notification and I thought this was a special show tonight. Yeah. So that's kind of how it works. That's kind of how it works. Thursdays are I got to fly to Oahu on Thursday, so we're not gonna be able to do the show. And Charlie's very accommodating, except on Wednesdays because he plays music at Troy's every Wednesday night.
This tomorrow is going to be the first time I'm going to get back into the saddle and do it. I've been out
Oh,
for almost a month.
oh yeah. You were kind of under the
Yeah,
weather, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
so if you're on Kauai, guys, and I know I say this all the time, but if you guys on Kauai and you haven't seen Charlie and his band perform, go check them out. Troy's on Wednesday. Tomorrow night gonna be fun because that's his first night back. He was bundled up and now he's ready for
yeah,
explode.
yeah. Ready
Aloha,
to
special
go.
day with my special friends, future Mayor Raposo and Councilman Uncle Charlie. Woo-hoo. Hey,
Hey,
Wally, look, my dad says you the best. Yeah,
yeah,
remember,
he's
Dad,
the
remember those
best.
days when we were living right next door to Tony, Rita, and oh my God, my gosh. Yeah, that was the days, man. Our county council meetings still on Wednesdays? Yes. Is the webcast site staying updated? Yes. But honey, we now stream live on YouTube on the Hoike channel. So if you go to YouTube and you search Hoike, subscribe to their channel. All of it still streams live on our county website, www.kauai.gov. You just got to click the webcast meetings button. But the YouTube quality is better. And yeah, it's much easier to find. You just go to YouTube, subscribe to Hoike's channel, like you should subscribe to mine too, Mel Raposo. If you search up Mel Raposo on Hoike, I mean on YouTube, and then you get to watch them. You get to watch it live or the archived. It's all there, man. But we miss BC. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie, we miss BC. I was hoping he
Hey,
would come
Chris.
out of retirement.
Hey, Chris. So if you go on YouTube and or you go to my Facebook page, I did post the late great Toby Keith jumped on stage with us and performed with us. It was just a surprise guest. That was when we were at the Kalaheo Steak and Ribs. And he came in, and like most stars, they're visiting Hawaii. We just leave them alone. They're relaxing. Well, he said, "Could I come on stage and jam with you folks?" I said, "Sure." But the only thing was because of his contract, he couldn't do like his famous Red Solo Cup and all those songs. But man, it was a blast. It was a blast. We were doing a lot of honky tonk that night. And
I'll
then
never forget that night, Charlie, because I remember you invited us to come over. You didn't know Toby Keith was gonna be there. You
yeah,
just, hey man, why you guys not come over? And I was so tired. I told Patsy, and Patsy said, why you not go? And I said, I just tired. Drive all the way to Kalaheo, and then, and then, by the way, Toby Keith, bless his soul, is my favorite country singer. He's a patriot. He's a true American, and my favorite. And man, I wanted to kick myself in the you know what.
I forget. He came with someone. They call him the Rocket Man, the baseball pitcher.
Oh yeah, it
Uh,
was
I forget his name already. Just age creeping up. So the two of them was there.
yeah, the two studs. I
Yeah,
really never care about the baseball guy, but I would have paid money to see Toby Keith, man, in that setting, that
yeah.
informal. Oh my God,
Here
I
he
still.
was. Usually with a cowboy hat. He had a golf cap. They just came from playing around. I think they played at Kukui'ula that day,
Hmm.
and boy was it fun. Oh, he's 81.
Yeah,
Is
BC.
this his birthday today?
No, 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 no,
No.
no. I'm I check them out. Councilman Charlie and the Statement is one awesome name for a band. Yes, yes. You know when Charlie gets on the council, they're gonna start every council meeting with a song. Yeah, pops. I remember we used to go fishing in the reservoir, catch some
The
bass.
reservoir. Reservoir.
Reservoir. That's how it's supposed to be said. You know, growing up, it was reservoir. The old people on this show will know what we're talking about. When did it
Well,
become
just like my dad,
reservoir?
my dad being pure Hawaiian, and I love him, I miss him. Only got one sixth grade education, but hey, he made good for him and provided for all of us. And I remember when he says, "Okay, we'll take picture of your brother. Make sure you get film."
Film?
I go, "What?
Film?
Make sure you get film."
Yeah, when did they change that to film? Like when?
I
That's
don't
why
know.
they're destroying our language, Charlie. They're destroying our language. It's film, it's reservoir. I always wondered how come, because there's no L in reservoir. But all the Portuguese used to say reservoir. Oh, I miss those days, man. I miss those days. Yeah, we used to go fishing. Oh, I remember Wally Rita used to take apart lawnmower engines that never worked to begin with and just made them more not able to work. Yeah, we had good fun, man. Those were the days. Well, man, I tell you. I remember going fishing with my grandma up Hulia River. Yeah, Hulia, man. That river's still there, Bozu. River's still there. I remember when it had huge Samoan crabs in that river.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. And frogs. Lots of frogs.
In fact, Kauai is the first place I learned how to catch frogs out in Kilauea, in the Punawai ditches that lead in the cane field. That's why that's why I learned.
Okay. All right. This is why I love this show so much, because it triggers the memories. So Wally is again correcting our language. Old Kalaheo lingo, reservoir, the salivation army. Remember that, Charlie? The salivation
Yeah,
army. And the
and
volcano. My
yeah.
grandma used to say volcano. Mada. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, Tony Rita. Tony's in the mainland too, Pops. He called me one day to ask me for your number. I gave him your phone number. I don't know if he ever made contact with you. He reached out to me on Facebook and asked for your number. So I knew it would be okay because you guys were buds. You guys were best buds.
Mm.
So yeah, it was good fun days, man.
Hey, let me ask
Kalaheo.
you.
Yes,
Let
sir.
me ask you something, brother. I'm still trying to understand or trying to get a grip on how the heck. Um,
Uh,
I'm still thank you, but I'm still trying to understand how the heck other countries, they got massive, whether the highways is cracked or whatever. In less than 24 hours, they work that night and get them ready for the mean traffic the next day. And we cannot do that. What is? I mean, I was watching some news and I saw they had like a sinkhole on one of the major one of the major passes that was going up in the mountains. I forget where it was, but and this was, I think it was in Japan, and they bring out the lights and round the clock, and the next day they show traffic, lots of cars driving as if nothing would happen.
yeah.
How the heck they do that?
The question is how the heck we don't do that, you know? I
Yeah.
mean, you do it because you do it, right? You The sinkhole at Puloke has been there for what, 2 years now, 3 years? Still never get them done. It's like, Japan, the bridge fall in the water, the big bridge, the big suspension bridge fall in the water. 3 weeks, it's back up. I mean, how long the Hanape Bridge? They've been.
I
Look
don't
at the
know.
Wailua Bridge. Look at the
Yeah.
Wailua Bridge. Like, why does it take years? I don't know.
I mean, that's they call that job creation. You know what I mean? In tough times, you got to create jobs. That's the way to do it.
Ah, It's like, come on, how I get like anyway. Yeah, Charlie, I asked myself the same question, and I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
determination, and direction, leadership. It's all of that. It's all of that.
Hey, I want to give a shout out for those of you on Kauai that don't know. If you haven't tried a JP's Pizza, right in Kamakani, right next to the Thrifty Mart, the bakery, um, Chad Machado and his son, they make really good New York style pizza, thin, and you gotta bend that bugger like a real traditional way of eating them. It's bendable, but yet crunchy on the outer rim, and all different types. So I just want to give a shout out to JP's Pizza, uh, and you can also find them. I did have their number. In fact, I should maybe give a little shout out to the number as well as I'm looking for it there, Mel. But well, I'll put it up later. I'll put it in my Facebook page, and then you folks can give a call. But if you haven't tried it, and also Mr. Tom Iannucci, okay, Pastor Tom, good friend of mine, was a police commissioner. In fact, he was a police commissioner before I was. He had his pizza place, and unfortunately, things something happened. But anyway, he was on hiatus for a little while, and guess what? He started up again right across from Napa in Kala Hill Town, right next
Really?
to the ukulele. You know the ukulele shop on the corner?
Yeah.
You move in to the opposite corner, there he is. He doesn't take phone orders. You gotta go. But the line is because Iannucci went to Italy, got his certificate, learned how to make pizzas, and the Neapolitan pizzas and all of that. I mean, unbelievable. He's got the traditional ovens going, firing away. So,
Yeah, he actually bought the oven from Italy,
yep,
had the thing delivered here, cost an arm and a leg, and then had those Italians come down to actually put it together.
yep,
Incredible.
yep.
I did not know he started up again.
He started up again,
Yeah,
and
his
it's
is
so
the
good to
real
see
real
him in
pizza.
action. Yeah,
Nice. And the
good
other
to
one
see him
is
in action.
JP Pizza.
JP's, J as in Juliet, P as in Papa.
Mona says it's
Yep.
the bomb.
Oh yeah.
My dad wants to know if they deliver to Seattle.
I wish, boy. I wish. It's let me
Larry,
see.
hope you can find out when you're the mayor. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of priority, Larry. I think, we've had numerous discussions. Larry was a public works guy in California that's where he spent his career, Kauai boy. But yes, I believe it can be done. Just that's why we need a change. That is why we need a change. Anyway, I gotta go try that place, JP.
I'm typing out the phone number over here. Okay.
You
So
hear
for
'em.
those of you that are
You guys
watching,
can hear that 20-pound fingers whacking that keyboard. That's why you don't ever get him mad.
there you go. I put it up.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm not seeing it, Charlie. I'm not seeing it yet.
I put it up on my chat. Yeah. But anyway, it's 808-755-8111. JP's Pizza. 808-755-8111. Woohoo.
Yes, Larry, that makes sense. Right, that just makes sense. How come I'm not seeing that thing on the chat? Anyway, my phone is screwed up when it comes to Facebook. But anyway, yeah, now I'm hungry. We had Wailua drive-in tonight. I had the Patsy was tired. She had a long day in court, and she picked up hamburger steak and meat June. Wailua
Oh,
drive-in. If you guys never eat Wailua drive-in, folks, you got to go check them out. It's right there in Wailua, right by the Wailua, or yeah, the Wailua fire station. Right, that I forget what that used to be. Where Monaco's used to be.
they don't have that Greek place over there anymore.
I don't know. I don't
They
know.
used to have really good gyros right next to the fire station. Right in
Yeah,
that, yeah, they used
yeah.
to
So
have.
it's I can't remember what that used to be, but there's a little drive-through. You can actually drive through, so you can call in your order, drive right through and pick up your dinner. Lots of food, man. They that plate is heavy. In fact, I rarely
Finish.
cannot finish the plate, but tonight I had to tap out. The last time I tapped out, Charlie, was when we went to Breeze's when we did
Oh
the
yeah,
on that
the
one
patella,
Saturday a few years that Patele
Yoja.
plate.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I had to tap out, and that was the last time I've tapped out. Otherwise, I eat everything and I finish whatever Patsy never finish. That's why I'm getting a little chunky, but that's okay. That's okay.
Hey,
Oh,
I wanna say congratulations to all the high school athletes that signed letter of intent for the colleges that they're going to be attending. And I want to send a special shout out to my grandson that signed with, I believe it's in Arizona, Coburn University.
oh, nice baseball.
Yeah, baseball.
Nice, congratulations.
Yeah, and I'm very proud of him. He got a 4 year ride, cover
Awesome.
everything, tuition, schooling, everything, housing, the whole works. So, but I do want to send a shout out to all the others that follow in the path of their desire to go, in their favorite sport or college that they're going to. And this week was signing week for many of those, many of those letter of intent. So I just want to say congratulations to all. Yep.
Yeah, we got one of the girls in our office, Chauncey Rocca. She has twin daughters, Koa High School, that got two of them got scholarships to the same college, I believe in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken, for
Hmm.
flag football. Flag
Oh,
football.
yeah,
So, all you parents out there that get girls, um, flag football, man, it does work. They're getting
yep,
scholarships. So
yes,
awesome.
it's
Hey,
getting
by the
there.
way, speaking of sports, who are you picking for the Super Bowl?
So we've got
I know who
Seattle.
my dad is picking. I know who my dad is picking, obviously,
Is he
but
picking Seattle?
of course,
And then you got the Patriots with
yes,
Tavai. He played for the University of Hawaii, and
yes.
he's their one of their linebackers, on their team. Um, but uh, I'm sorry, I gotta go with Seattle. Yeah,
I think that's a good call. You see,
and
everybody
I
knows
just
defense wins championships. Defense wins championships. I believe that with all my heart. And Seattle's defense right now is the best in the league. And I don't think I cannot remember the last time we had a defense like that. So yeah, I'm with Seattle.
well, the thing about it is, I never watched one game of football this whole year. I don't know nothing about the 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 stats on these two teams, but I'm just going with Seattle because my niece lives there. I've visited there numerous times, so I've never been to New England, so that's why I'm not going with New England.
Well, I'm a Steeler fan, so for me it's
Yeah,
irrelevant who wins. But I really, Drake May, the Patriots quarterback, is incredible.
hmm
I think he'll be the next Tom Brady. But if you're just looking at the teams, that he's going to have a rough time against Seattle. So yeah, I'm
yeah.
going with Seattle. I'm going with Seattle.
No,
I'm going
but
to go.
I think I do want to say, may the best team win, and whoever comes out at the top on this one, hey, deserves it.
Mhm.
So if I pick Seattle, if they lose, then yeah, New England deserves it, and if it's vice versa, then Seattle deserves it. That's the way I look at it. I just for all of those guys that are gonna partake at your favorite sports bar, or even may partake at home, let's be responsible in taking care of our guests that's joining you at your place of residence or at a restaurant, that if partake in some beverages of another kind, just be responsible and take care of one another. Okay, it's always good to arrive alive. So if you got to drive somebody home, drive them home. Can always come back at the car later, not to worry.
Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
Exactly, exactly.
Marianne's team ain't in, but watching the game, good luck, everyone. Marianne
Uh-oh.
Manintin. Another one of the original villagers. I don't know if this is true, but I heard from a family friend that Marianne and Gabby used to go buy their poo-poos and their beverages, and they would sit in the living room and watch the Mel and Charlie show
Yeah.
every night. Every night. I don't know if that's true,
Mhm.
Marianne, but that's what a family member of yours told me, which was flattered.
Well, I
Charlie,
had the yeah,
my dad said if you go to Seattle, you better call him.
I definitely will because we're supposed to. Where's the headquarters of Alaska Airlines? There, are they? We I wanna say it's Washington State, right?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
So yeah, the missus and I were supposed to go up and visit their facilities, and I kept on putting off because uh, I patience is a virtue when you fighting those lines but I'll tell you this: if you ever get a chance to fly in a private jet, that's the way to go. Woo-hoo.
Well,
That's the
when
way
that
to go.
happens for me, Charlie, I will let you know.
Well, I hope and pray when we get a chance again that you'll be around to say, hey, come with Steph and I for the day. We're going to go to either the Big Island or Honolulu for the day. Come join us. Yeah,
Jeez. Oh. Whoa. Well, I,
it's
you
no.
know, I I flew in a Cessna 172, a four-seater. That's pretty private. I mean,
Hmm.
that is. Tammy will be anybody's designated driver. Just call her if you need a ride. Do you have to be drunk?
Yep.
Or if I just like go west side for pick up something from Charlie's house, will you come pick me up? Or do I have to be drunk before you pick me up? I don't know. Hani says, I started watching Mel's Facebook Live before the pandemic. When he first started it during the pandemic, it was on my. Yes, Hani, we know that. And yet appreciate that. Not too many people know that I was doing the lives way before the pandemic hit. And it was a
Yep.
weekly show that we just talked story and talked about what was going on. But when the pandemic hit and then the Mel and Charlie show came up, that is when the thing kind of blew up, and that's how the village was created. For those of you that do
Oh,
not
yeah.
know,
But,
do not know.
we gotta get credit where credit is due. I want to say thank you to the villagers. I met some really nice people. Got some really nice comments back and good feedback. Gotta say, these people are the villagers are very respectful and loving. They're the best in the world, Mel.
Yeah,
Every single one that comes on,
yeah,
every
it's
single
it's
one.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, Jeff said, as it
Mm.
relates to private jets, check out jsx.com. Cheap and reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I gotta go check that out. Let me just see. Hold on. I'm seeing my website. I'm gonna type in from Lihui. Okay. Let's try Honolulu because Lihui.
Major airports.
Okay. Try LAX. Oh no, I'm sorry. There it is. Hold on. Nope. Nope. I guess you cannot fly out of Hawaii. Let's try. I saw Hobby. Nope. Oh, here,
No, I think you got.
Austin, Texas. Departing Austin to, let's just see, LA.
If you use DKI, put in DKI.
DKI?
Yeah, that's Honolulu.
Nope.
No, no more.
Let's try Los Angeles. What is going on?
He said nothing. Jeff said nothing from Hawaii.
Yeah, so I'm trying from here. Let's just try. Oh, here. Okay, let's just try this. Taos, New Mexico. And let's just say I would like to leave on the. Hey, it is cheap. I'm looking at the prices. It's because it pops up.
Hmm.
Let's just try this and see what happens. Okay. Oh, this is okay. Find flights. Yay, $450.
Private.
Private jet.
Yeah, and you go to a private terminal.
Yeah.
That's called
Wow.
general aviation. Yeah, and you don't go through TSA.
Thanks, Jeff. I will definitely check that out.
Yeah, you go from hub to hub when you're on the 48, the states. You go
Yeah.
from hub to hub. Yeah, that's
Oh,
the way
that's
to do
cool.
it. Yeah.
Back then we had over 100 viewers. How come not now? Because we're not talking about COVID, you know. You know what is really interesting? Back then, I can remember nights we had over 1,000 live viewers, and it was a lot of viewers watching live.
Hmm.
Interestingly enough, nowadays we probably have about 25 to 30. Sometimes gets up to 40. Some nights I've seen it up to 60. But when you look at the views in the morning, when you check in the morning, you'll see 1,100, 1,200, 1,300 views. So we have a lot of people that come on after the fact. They don't want their name to pop up, so to be seen. So yeah, but you know what, Larry? I prefer quality over quantity. You guys are awesome.
Hmm.
Ivan, aloha, all the way from Maui. Yeah, nothing from Honolulu, but that's cool though. If it's you just get to the West Coast and then fly the West Coast to wherever you got to go. I think we'll do that next time we go to Texas. I'll check them out. What kind of planes do they fly? It's the Cessna 182, Dad, the six-seater, the single engine. Takes you a week and a half to get from LA to DC. Just kidding. They get some
You
nice
mean?
planes. They get some
You
nice
mean?
planes.
Why you tell your daddy that for? You mean? Now most of them, I think they run either the Bombardiers or the Gulfstreams. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but it's so nice when I've never been flown in a private jet, but that's pretty cool. It'd be nice to have Dr. Jonathan or Dr. Kim back. Yeah, I thought about that. There's a lot of stuff going on right now with the vaccine thing, and we'll definitely look at bringing them back. I got my PhD while watching the Mel and Charlie show during COVID. Oh
Hey, didn't we
God.
have two cases of measles not too long ago?
Yeah, we
Twice.
had I think 4 cases out at Kilauea School. 4 cases. So yeah, they
For
kind of
us older
kind of
folks, be careful. So it's rough if you haven't had it before.
yeah, and
Really rough.
oh no, it wasn't measles. I'm sorry, it was chickenpox.
Mm.
Chickenpox. And everybody, I was reading the comments. Measles is not. I mean, chickenpox. While back in the day we used to take the kids, share the kids with the next kids that got chickenpox, everybody could get the chickenpox. That's not something that you want to get, and it could be dangerous for pregnant moms. It could be dangerous for adults, immunocompromised people. So, it's just that's why I hate to. We just get so many people that are misinformed,
Hmm.
and so many people that are spreading misinformation. Yeah, I struggle with that. I struggle with that. Yes, if they're on YouTube, they're not showing on the Facebook numbers. Typically, we have about 20 to 30 on YouTube watching. So yeah, I remember I flew from Honolulu to Kauai on the 150 for my solo flight. The Cessna 150, that's the two-seater. Yeah, my dad's a pilot, by the way, private pilot. Yeah, when I was flying with CAP, I was flying the 172. They have a 182. I never flew the 182, but the 172, it was a nice plane to fly. It basically flies itself. And yeah, the 150 is a little one though. That
Hmm.
one's little. That one's little. But anyway, I love flying. I think that is one of the most therapeutic things anyone can do. Unless your instructor is messing around with the rudders and the wheel and making the plane dive when it's not supposed to dive, when they shut off the power, when that's then it's not fun anymore. Then it's not fun. Oh,
Somebody,
look, look who's on. Sukanoho.
hey, Susu,
I can
yeah,
fly.
she's
I can fly, but I'm not. I'm what they call a student pilot, which means I can actually go down there right now and sign out a plane and fly by myself. I cannot take any passengers. But I never did finish out the test and all of that stuff. So anytime you want to go, Sue, we got to go late though and nobody watching because I'm not supposed to take any passengers. But let me know. I'll be more than happy to take you around the island, give you a tour. I flew a Bell Jet Ranger. You actually flew it or flew in it? You rode it or did you actually fly it? I don't know, Tammy. I'm not sure if I would go. I mean, you designated driver, maybe. Flying a helicopter, maybe not. That's hard though. I don't even enjoy. I did go up in a chopper and where the guy let me take the controls, but it's the plane. Like I said, the plane flies itself. So you set the course and you can trim and you can do all these things and it's relatively easy. Where the helicopter wants to crash. The helicopter is designed in a way that it wants to fall to the ground. So it takes constant pressure on the throttle and the whatever you call that thing. What do you call that thing that go up and down? The
Cyclic.
cyclic. But the other one that, Tammy, what is the one that's called with the thing that you up and down? But
Ailerons.
it take no. Aileron it's the for the helicopter. Anyway,
Lift offers.
that's the one. But it takes constant pressure on both. The plane you can technically you can take your hand off the wheel and be all right. You cannot do that with the helicopter. The collective. You get A for the day. Larry Aruda also gets an A for the day. Larry flew in helicopters in Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your service, sir. Yes, I saw some pictures, man. So I don't mess with Larry. Thank you for your service, man. Appreciate you guys. The rotor. If you touch the rotor, you will lose your hand. That's the auto mechanic. That's why. He's an auto mechanic. No, it's the collective. That's the word I was trying to find. But anyway, that's impressive, Tammy. That's impressive, man.
The old helicopters, you had to do that. Somebody had to go up and they had to spin the
rotor.
blade. Yeah, that's
The
how
rotor.
they started them. And a lot of the helicopters back in the old days. That's why you notice had a lot of lawnmowers that had no engine. Was in a helicopter.
Oh, Charlie, you cracked me up. Yes, Pops, a lot of footwork. That's the thing. I mean, you got, it's like too much. It's like you cannot, like, it's too much for me. Larry said he'd do it all again.
Yeah.
I respect that, man. I respect that. I don't know why I'm showing a comment on my Facebook on my phone, but it's not showing up on this doggone thing. Ricky, thank you for all you have done and will do for Kauai veterans. As a Vietnam era veteran, we know what being not only ignored but despised. Yeah, Ricky Davis, another veteran, very active in the community. We got an amazing veteran population here on Kauai, and it's our responsibility to take care of them. It really is, and because they deserve it. They deserve it. And I appreciate all of you guys.
Send a shout out to my cousin. He went to Vietnam. He was part of the CBs. Is that the construction guys? Huh? And then when he got out, he was a principal on Oahu, and he stayed active. Went into National Guard and all of that kind of stuff, and did a couple tours overseas. When they sent the group over, I think to Afghanistan. I want to say I forget which one, but he went. Even at his age, so he just wanted to serve this country.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like that, and I applaud them and thank them because that's the backbone. They are
Yeah,
the
man.
backbone. Hmm.
Can you imagine you send a bunch of today's generation kids to Vietnam?
Yep.
I don't know. Wally said you're saying helicopter. Helicopter. That's the old Color Hill. Okay. Yes, Tammy, your dad was a veteran as well. We miss him dearly.
Hmm.
Yes, yes, yes. We don't do enough. Actually, talking to a lady right now who is talking about bringing back the Veterans Day parade. So I want to get that done next year. I want the Veterans Day parade back on this island. We get parades for all kind of stuff, and so yeah, we're working on that as we speak. What's up,
Hmm.
Susan? Better late than never. Better late than never. I think a lot of people expect us on Thursdays and then they don't get the notification and then they come on later and like, oh my God, I didn't know. So yeah, thanks for joining us. It's a crazy night talking about helicopters, Vietnam, airplanes. What else? Portuguese verbiage, Color Hill, fishing in reservoirs, all kinds of stuff. Hey, did you guys happen to see, did any of you watch the forum that was at KKCR last week, Monday, the first political forum, if anybody watched it?
Yeah, please comment. Please comment.
Yes,
Tell,
yes, yes.
tell us what you thought. Tell us what
Yes,
you thought.
Larry was sitting on an open door of a helicopter with an M60 machine gun on his lap. I actually saw that picture. And if any of you ever shot an M60, it's not an easy gun to shoot, especially when you're in a damn helicopter with no doors. Yes, sounds exciting. Sounds exciting, but whew, all respect, all respect. Me. Yes, yes, Tammy. By the way, Tammy's running for county council. She hasn't made her formal announcement yet, but she is running. So if you don't know Tammy, message her, set up an appointment, talk to her, find all about her. But she's definitely one that I think would do an awesome job on the county council. Her love for this island is there. That's really what matters. We can disagree. Not that I disagree with Tammy. I think we agree on almost everything, if not everything. But it's you know, if they lead with their heart and not for special interests, that's the ones you got to look at. And that would be Tammy. So good luck,
Hmm.
Tammy. Good luck, good luck, good luck.
Yeah.
Look at that. Who's voting for you? That is big. That
Hmm.
is big. Larry's voting for you. That is big.
Hmm.
So right now we get you and Uncle Charlie is the two that's on the ballot that I think all of the villagers going to vote for. Raylene,
Yeah.
damn, awesome. We should charge these candidates for coming on our show, Charlie.
Yeah.
We should
No.
charge them. You know
No.
what the hell?
We're doing a public service. Maybe some people didn't know, and tonight they find out. Like I am not running, but thank you for the vote of confidence.
You know, I used to do the forums. I used to do them on the show, man. Remember, Charlie? We used to,
Yeah.
man, is to give
Yeah.
everybody 15 minutes and we line them up back to back. And, you know, it's kind of hard when you're a candidate. So I was out for 4 years, so we could do that stuff while I was in running. But now
Yeah.
it's kind of
Hmm.
awkward for me to be doing them. But yeah, I want to play a clip because I took that thing was live streamed on YouTube
Hmm.
from KKCR, and you know, a lot of people ask why you running for mayor, why. So it's like a 2 minute clip, but I just wanted to play it tonight so people can understand or hear why I want to. This is my 18th year on the council. I've been through 18 budgets, numerous mayors. I mean, back Brian Baptiste got elected to his first term on the mayor at the mayor's office the same time I got elected for the first time to the county council. And, you know, so we've been through the Baptiste administration, the Carvalho administration, the Kawakami administration. In between that, there were some interim mayors as well. You had Gary Hugh and you had Kaipo Singh. And I mean, you ask yourself, you know, what has really changed? What has really changed? And nothing much has changed. It's the same style of government. And I'm not saying that it's the wrong style, but as a council chair, and I've been honored and blessed to serve as a council chair for many years, there's only so much the council, the legislative body can do. You know, in Kauai, we have the strong mayor system. So anything administrative or executive can only be done by the mayor. And I think, you know, Bernard will agree or attest to the fact that, you know, from my very first term in office, I've been harping on the issues that we are struggling with today, with the landfill, with wastewater, and we are still in that situation today. One of the bigger issues we have on Kauai is the sewer system, and we don't. It's a very inadequate sewer system, and for the last 20 plus years, I've been asking for a sewer plan for this island. That is not something the council, even the council chair, can put together. Only the administration. If we want to make the change that this island needs, then it can only be done as the mayor and not as the council. So we made a decision to move forward and run for mayor. You also ask about the priorities, and I'll just go real quick because I think the other questions covers a lot about this. But housing and infrastructure, I'll combine that as one because that is a critical need for this island. Housing, as you know, is almost non-existent. Affordable housing for sure, and our infrastructure is at crisis levels that needs to be addressed. Drugs and crime, you're starting to see more and more of that. And I think government accountability and just being responsive to the public is something that I consider a very high priority. Yeah, so that is kind of what it is in a nutshell. I think that's what it is in a nutshell. Is this so? I can only do so much as a council chair, and I've come to the point in my career where, if I cannot make the change that needs to be done as a councilman, then I need to get up to that mayor's office so I can actually make that happen. Larry says, I think all candidates for all positions should be required to state why they're running and why they think they're qualified. I agree, and that's where the voters, come into play. The voters gotta do their homework. They gotta go out, and if you don't know a candidate, why in the world would you vote for them, right? And if that candidate is not making themselves available or accessible, or they won't answer a question, then why would you give them your vote? And I'm talking about any office, county, state, federal. So I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. So we're going to have Charlie come on and do his platform probably at the next show. Charlie will come on and explain to you guys why you should vote for him.
Well, I tell you this much. Tonight, what you're seeing here is as you're looking at your screen, I'm on your right and Mel is on the left. And the gentleman on the left is running for mayor. And I think, again, I've said this over and over again. You need someone with a very sound legislative background. And I believe you've had 18 years at it. So you've pretty much, that's it's close to a third of your life as it is right now. And I think you've seen pretty much a lot of things that the average person doesn't see. So you would be very well qualified to navigate or take this county through all the turmoil that's happening around us now, as well as throughout the rest of the United States. So for anybody out there that doesn't know, Mel Raposo is running for mayor. Now you know. So, and if you're able to vote, cast that vote. Yeah, cast that vote.
Melformayor.org. Melformayor.org. Go check them out. My platform is up there. You can volunteer, donate. You can even register to vote there if you're not registered. But yeah, check it out. Melformayor.org. And you can always reach out if you like talk story, drink coffee. All good stuff. All good stuff. Let's see. I think a lot of people on Kauai don't realize the separation between the council and the mayor. A lot of people blame the council for things that they have no authority over. That needs to be explained. Yes, I try to do it as best I can, Larry. Because one of the things that irritates me when I'm trying to find information out and your thing gets punted from one place to the next. And, the council receives a lot of the complaints. And with the people that move here from the mainland, most of those jurisdictions, the municipalities, they have a city manager or a county manager, which is appointed by the council. So they don't have a strong mayor. They don't have a legislative administrative branch. So they have the county council or board of commissioners, whatever it's called. They appoint, basically they hire a city manager or a county manager that is hired on a contract, not elected. So whatever the council tells the county manager to do, it gets done. because they are the hiring authority. In our system on Kauai, we're purely legislative. In fact, the charter prohibits us from directing the administration from doing anything. I cannot tell the parks guy to go do something. I cannot tell the mayor to do something. We control the budget, but at the end of the day, it's the mayor that pulls the trigger.
Wow.
My iced tea went down the wrong pipe. Damn. Hold on. Yeah, so that is why, Larry, you are so correct that when people realize that, and that the council is quite limited, and that is definitely why I'm choosing to run for mayor. But with me as the mayor and Charlie as a council member, I think we'll do well. What do you think, Charles?
Well, transparency at its best, right? Right?
Yeah. Damn it, man.
That's
Hi.
the key.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Oh, damn. That
tell
was
you
good.
what.
So one of the things too, Charlie, is
Yeah.
accountability. I think is crucial. So I have one more clip. It's very short, 1 minute, and
Okay.
it talks about how I plan to make this county accountable. Check it out. Starting an office of accountability out of the mayor's office, where we will have one phone number. One of the more common complaints I get as a council chair, and all the calls that come into the council usually gets directed to the council chair, is the disappointment in the response from the various departments, or simply someone answering the phone.
Correct.
So my plan is to, utilizing existing resources, no additional costs, create the Office of Accountability, which will take all phone calls. And regardless of what the concern is, state, county, federal, private, but that call comes in, it gets logged, it gets tracked, and routed to the appropriate department. And then the mayor has direct information every 2 weeks of what's outstanding, why is it outstanding, and why we haven't gotten any resolution. And that keeps the county accountable to the people, because it's hard when you call for you're building a house, or you're trying to do something on your property, and you call one department. They said, "Oh, that's not us. That's the other one. You got to call engineering, or you got to call planning." That's not right, and I think that'll help keep our communities in touch with our county. Simple,
Yeah.
simple,
Straightforward.
simple and straightforward.
Yeah.
And that will force the county to be accountable to the people, and because a lot of the stuff that goes on, the mayor really doesn't know. Well, with this office, the mayor will know, and the mayor will be able to determine, hey, why isn't this thing moving? Why hasn't this person been responded to? And it'll be solid, it'll be awesome, and I think it'll make a huge difference. And yeah, I think we'll see the benefits of that right away. That will be done, right away. So I'm excited, Charles. I am so excited, Charles.
Yes. I mean, a lot of things are going to be, happening, and I think it's for other good reasons. But again, we've got some dates coming up shortly. That dates of importance, right?
Yeah. Which one?
Pick one.
Like February 9th?
Yeah.
February 9th. February 9th, I will file my papers, so it'll be official, and we will officially kick it off. February 9th, I will officially file my
Excellent.
papers.
Excellent.
Yeah. And our headquarters will be down. It's there. We took over the headquarters on February 1st. It's at Anchor Cove. If you're driving down Rice Street, heading towards the harbor, Anchor Cove is on your left. There's that annex part that is closer to Nawili Willie Park. There's a vape shop and a coffee shop. We're right in between. You're not gonna miss it. The signs will be in the window. And yeah, so if you're in the area after the 9th, if you're in the area, stop by, have a cup of coffee, talk story. Yeah, it'd be fun. I'm excited, Charlie. I really am. And
Yeah.
as we look at the things that need to be done, I am really excited. I want to get started. But I also understand that it's going to be a tough campaign. It's going to be a tough race. Bernard's a very popular guy. He's a good guy. And yeah, so it's a long road that's going to come really quick. but I am definitely ready and willing and able to take that job over, and I'm excited.
Well, I do
Excited.
want to say this. I do want to say this, and this is not a paid advertisement when I say it, but I'll tell you one thing. I believe this is your time, and I hope and pray the people sees it that way, and they give you the opportunity to lead us. Because Mel, good, bad, or indifferent, as you said on the council, even when you know there's certain things that could have been done better, you be the first one to call it out and say, "Hey, a mistake was made. A mistake was made. How do we fix it?" And I think you have shared that over and over again. I've heard it many times over, and I kind of saw it from the first time I uh, came to the islands and to Kauai and saw how things were being handled up there, and I was impressed because I did get exposure to the Honolulu Council, Big Island, as well as Maui, and you know this island holds a the elected officials they hold a very special place in my heart because with a population base that's I think it's 80,000 or less. It's relatively small compared to the rest of the other islands, and but to get out there and really put yourself out there to want to do good for the people, it takes a lot because there's always those naysayers out there that that's always willing to throw a curveball at you. But I have to say, you stood the test of time, you stood before them, and you've given it all you got. And so that's why I truly believe this is your time. And I hope and pray it works out that way too.
Well, thank you, Charlie. I really appreciate the nice comments, Abby. I believe I'm qualified. I really do, and I believe it's also I believe it's my time. Larry, thank you very much. Kauai needs Mel in that office. I definitely believe I can make a huge difference. Tammy says, "Go watch the Mural Forum." I think you should. I just posted the link in the comments. You can go to my Facebook page. It's there. It's a long one, and we're in the process of cutting up the forum by question. So you'll have the question and the two responses. So it'll be a lot easier to follow because it's an hour and 47 minutes long. So yeah, um, it would be nice to get a live person, not a recording, to leave your name and number, and they will get back to you. That will change, Donna. I don't make many promises, but I can make that one.
Hmm.
There, the voicemail is not acceptable in government. Period.
Hmm.
Raylene, you guys are gonna make me blush. Your words, actions, and leadership will speak for itself, meaning you're a man of action, accountability, and honesty. I like to think that. Alfred Darling, all of these guys coming out of the woodwork. Oh my God, it's that time to make the big change. Mel can make the change, walking the walk, not just talking it. Alfred, love you, brother. Haven't seen you around for a while. Cherie, I can tell you one thing, Sherry. Yes, it's Mel's time. I can promise you, you will not have a county vehicle parked in a public parking space at the county building. I don't know if you saw her video. She went to the county building today, and there was 3 county trucks parked in the public parking stalls. She put them on blast. I love it. Actually, one of them I got the license plate, so I sent it over to Public Works and told them go let those guys know, do not park in the public parking stalls. Simple stuff like that. It's not about popularity. It's about the best that will get the job done. What the community in Kauai need. Susan, and I'm going to be completely honest here. Traditionally on Kauai, it's been a popularity contest, and we, the voters, got to change. We, the voters, got to change that by voting for competence and not popularity. Jane, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you. Cindy, my partner in crime, my fellow investigator. I didn't even know she watched this show. I do love you all. I do love you all. Uh,
Hmm.
Tammy, customer service concierge in me agrees with the life. Yeah, I mean, like, it's how can you not answer the phone? How can you not answer the phone in a county or state or federal office? I mean, come on. Your infrastructure focus is the need. Infrastructure, not a shiny thing, but needed. That's what cost me the election the last time because I said we had to fix infrastructure, and my opponent talked about all the nice things that he was going to do. People like that. They don't like fixing sewers and landfill. But I'm telling you right now, if we don't get that in order, you're not going to have housing. You're not going to have economic development. You ain't going to have anything without the infrastructure. Wesley Chow. Aloha, man. Give our love to LC. Give our love to LC. I love the blue heart, Cindy. All right. Whew. Okay, you guys have pumped me up now. I cannot sleep. I was up till 2:30 this morning watching ESPN, the first night of Super Bowl week. And I was just like, I love football, guys. I love football. We have to elect competent and qualified people in all elected positions. Yes. And Cherie, the landfill is beyond messed up. And it's going to take some drastic changes and somebody with the courage to make the tough decisions. So that's all the campaigning I'm going to do. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for listening. Charles, it is 8:03. Any closing
Yes.
thoughts, my friend?
Well, again, I'd just like to say thank you very, very much to all of the people that joined us tonight, all the villagers. It's always great to see the comments coming up, and sometimes we make sense in what we say, and sometimes we just goof off. But nonetheless, I want to make sure that everyone is safe, everyone stays healthy, and especially as we get up in years, we got to take things in stride. Like sometimes the mind says, "Hey, I think young," but the body says, "Oh, but you sure old." Whatever the case may be, just by seeing you all here tonight makes me feel like, hey, we've got our villages, we got our family, we got our loved ones. They're right here. So I'd just like to give a personal shout out and I say thank you to each and every one of you for joining us tonight. And hopefully we'll see some changes taking place relatively soon. So until then, take care. Aloha.
Mahalo, Charlie. Aloha. And guys, again, how can you guys help? You can go to mailformayor.org, sign up as a volunteer, make a donation of any size. We're going to need to raise some money, obviously, to get our message out. Not for anything else other than to get our message out. So we definitely, mailformayor.org, go check it out. The other thing you can do is go to my page, share that forum, share this video. We typically get about 12, 1,300, maybe 1,500 views. If everyone shared that YouTube video, and the link is in the comments, or the link is on my Facebook page, just share it on your page. Share it to your friends and ask them to share it. Because if 1,000 people share it, then it gets to 2,000 people. If 2,000 people share it, you know what I'm saying? We got to get the word out. And that's how we're going to do it. We're going to do it grassroots, and we'll win this thing. But we're going to have to get the word out. Yes, you got to, Tammy, that's another campaign. While you be running for county council, you got to run a second campaign to get these people registered to vote, especially the young ones, because we have a horrible registration rate. We have a horrible turnout rate. We got to give the people a reason to vote. And the only way that's going to happen is you got to get them registered and make them believe that you are going to be working for them. And that'll get them off their own list to go vote. So anyway, folks, appreciate you guys jumping on a Tuesday night. Until next time, next week. I don't know the date yet. Keep an eye out for the flyer. But we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And stay safe. God bless. And hope your team wins in a Super Bowl. Aloha.